Duck shed. Let's show you what's up with duck shed. Looks pretty much the same, right? So we're going to start on the outside here real quick. Shit everywhere. Observe. So a lot of this was stuff that was in the duck shed. Let's start with this. So excluding this crap, I got a sweet deck. So this is actually a pallet that some bakery equipment came on, and it was down there a ways, and some ducks were hiding underneath of it. So I figured I'd move it up here and have myself a nice deck. So I got a deck for duck shed. What else? Let's go inside. Nope, hang on. So I was working on water today. That might look like a faucet, but it's actually a water inlet, and I had to take a seal out of it. But it's what's called a frost-free, that guy right there, frost-free faucet. And what that means is that when it freezes, that shouldn't freeze. However, what I did to it will cause it to freeze. So no longer functional as a frost-free faucet. And I've got one on this side too, and that one is actually a real faucet. Water goes out, and that hooks up to my hose so that I can spray food with water. So what have I done inside? All right, so firstly, water. I got water running. So all these little outlets here are for their auto watering bowls, and you can see that they have little valves on them. So the purpose of these little valves to be able to turn on and off at my will, whichever thing that I want, right? So if I have multiple bowls hooked up, I want to be able to turn them on and off to disconnect them and clean them. So these guys have, you see that one, I got that one hooked up. They autofill. I've removed the insulation from in here, so now I have more room, and I actually have another bin inside the house that has more ducks in it, so that needs to come out. Water line runs down. You may notice this thing. I now have a sink. So I was going to put a single sink in here, but I thought a little better of it here. I want a double sink, and the reason I want a double sink is actually specifically because of this jerk sitting on the table right here. So this guy likes to eat eggs, and I was thinking to myself, I've got, oh boy, exposure. I've got air conditioning in here now that does heating and cooling, so why not just store my eggs in here? So I'll make some sort of rack there, a whole bunch of eggs, and I can put my egg scrubber in one side of the sink and fill the other side of the sink and scrub them with my now working spigot faucet. So the only thing about this is that I don't have hot water, which is perfectly fine by me. I have them both on the same manifold there, and the purpose is because I don't have a water heater out here, and I can't run hot water from the house, too long of a run. So and that's where my other faucet feeds out. But maybe one day I'll have a hot water heater out here. It's not really a necessity yet, but we'll see. Got my light for my sink. Got my sink. What else? It's not a whole lot. I mean, I feel like I've accomplished something. I don't know, but also not a lot. You ever feel like that? You just feel like you've done a lot of work and didn't really do anything. That's kind of how I feel today. So anyway, there's going to be a few more things that go in here where this little brooder is. It's going to be my big wood incubator. I'm going to have to move that outlet up or over or something like that. So I'm going to have my big wood incubator here, which is going to come out to about right here, probably. There should be enough room to swing the door open now that I measured, and it'll be about that wide. So I know we're looking like we're in line with that piece of tape, but we're not. So I think it's about 30 inches wide and almost 4 feet deep. It's a big incubator. It's real big. It's made out of redwood pine, which is nice for water resistance. Yeah, so anyway, trying to keep this short and somewhat interesting, because I know, my little bar graph goes like this and then goes on analytics for watch time. But big incubator, small incubator, stuff to store right here. I'm probably going to put some like metal wire shelves over the top. I'm going to leave this all open so I can store crap underneath there, like food and bedding and material. Shelves to store, like medicines and things like that in, dishes and bowls and whatnot. All that stuff will go back into my workshop. And yeah, oh. So you may notice the roof looks a little black. So I mentioned in one of my previous videos that I was saving my pennies for some roof, I guess, I don't know, some insulation covering. Well, I was standing in Tractor Supply yesterday or day before or whatever, and I was, doing what I always do in Tractor Supply, looking at stuff that I want to buy that I really shouldn't be buying. And I happened to glance over and saw a roll of 200 feet landscaping fabric, 4 foot wide. So me and the wife put this up here yesterday and made it all look real nice. And yesterday, we put it up there today, and we made it look real nice and stapled it up and covered up all the insulation. So now I shouldn't have insulation falling on me. Not that it was going to before, but it could have, and I don't want that. Right. So I don't know. I think that's pretty much it. Guess we can look at some ducks here. What you doing, ducks? Oh, this one bit me. What you doing, ducks? You little bitey. Let's look at these chickens. So I went to Tractor Supply and I bought 28 Rhode Island Reds. Rhode Island Reds. They don't really look like Rhode Island Reds to me. There's something else. But we'll see. I also had a coworker get me some chickens, and he got me these black ones. I think they're probably Australorps. I don't know. But there's this one here. This is the wrong end. He's got a little fluffy face. Look at that face. Rotate your owl for science. He's got a little fluffy face. I think he's for a chicken. For a chicken, he's kind of cute. I don't know. Let's take a look at one of these black ones. Oh, I guess they're okay. I think this is the one I was after before. There we go. So this little guy, look at his face. He is just adorable. How do you like that neck, that head stabilization? They don't do it up and down, really. But They do it side to side. And if you rotate their bodies, they do it too. But for a chicken, he's kind of cute. He's got this little fluffy face on him. I have no idea what kind of chicken this is, but I guess I'm going to grow him up and we'll find out. I don't know. All right, well, there we go. Duck shed update. All my power's in, all my water's in. Now I just need to get data out here, and then I can do some fun stuff. Thinking about putting a PTZ camera up in the rafters and just kind of, you know, like command shed 1, shed 2, shed 3, shed 4, shed 5, chicken. I don't know. Anyway, see you guys.